Hello and welcome to another episode of Amazon Flex Tuesdays. This is episode 7, and in today's episode we are going to look at working for the Amazon Flex basic rate. Let's go! So today's episode is episode 7 of my Amazon Flex Tuesday videos, where we have a look at what work I pick up, what I'm doing with Amazon Flex, and so on and so forth. So of late you may have noticed that there hasn't been as much Amazon Flex content as usual. You may not, because I don't have that many viewers, but if you have been a regular follower of this series, and I know there's one or two of you guys out there, then you will know that there hasn't been that much content since the turn of the new year. And that's basically because there's no work, or very little work that's worth doing for people like myself anyway. So personally, the basic rate for me is a no-no. It's an absolute rip-off, and Amazon are basically taking advantage of people as far as I'm concerned. Which, if you're desperate for the money, I understand why people are doing this, right? But if you're not desperate for money, why would you go to work for a corporation like Amazon for £13 an hour for delivering their parcels, right? It's a joke. £13 an hour is not really £13 an hour, is it? Especially not when we're looking at the petrol pump prices, which are currently running in my neighbourhood here at £1.53.9, £153.9 per litre of diesel. So, to put that in perspective, the last time I did an Amazon Flex delivery, which was 2.5 hours, which paid £32.50, which, you know, is a joke, really. I covered almost 60 miles, so that's more than a gallon of fuel. So you can work that out for yourself. That's like, I don't know, let's call it 4 litres, which is generous. It's a little more than 4 litres, but let's call it 4 litres. 4 litres at £1.50-ish per litre. I mean, you know, the maths speaks for itself. That comes off your £13 per hour to start with. Following on from that, you've got the general costs of running your vehicle. You've got your own personal time that you're putting into this, which, I mean, is, to me, it's worth way more than whatever the heck I'm coming out with from Amazon Flex, which is maybe just about scraping minimum wage, which I'm just not willing to do. So I don't know what kind of situation you're in yourself, but if you're out there having to slave away for this minimum wage job, essentially, then I do feel bad for you. It is an easy job, don't get us wrong. It's fairly easy anyway. But is it worth doing when Amazon are offering you £13 an hour? When costs are spiralling for keeping a vehicle on the road, for example? It's all over the news where we're going to see an increase in insurance costs. If petrol prices and diesel prices continue to go up through the roof, is it sustainable to keep doing this job at £13 an hour? I mean, like, personally, like, I've discussed this in previous episodes, which should be the playlist will be linked in the description here. But like, I do this as a bit of a hobby, and to be honest, it's not much fun if I'm not making any money at it. So it's not a hobby exactly, but it's something to do. You know, it just gives us something to do and a little extra job on a Tuesday afternoons. I have free normally, so today I've been looking for work. There's just nothing on there. And I'm not going to sit here swiping all day long to try and pick up some work. But basically, today, as you'll see on the screen here, all that's come up is basic rate jobs, which I am just not doing. I'm not doing it. I will not work for these slavery wages. So what did I get today? Well, I had an offer. Actually, this came up this morning, but it was actually for the 17th, which is Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So that was an hour and a half's work for £22.50 doing a Prime Now delivery, which, just no thanks. You could be sent all over the place for this hour and a half. You could end up covering 50, 60 miles. Last time I did one of these Prime Now deliveries from Gateshead, I was sent up nearly to Morpeth, which from here, that's a hell of a hike. And it is not worth the time to do this. It's not worth the time. What else did we have? We had a logistics offer for DNE2, one of the big warehouses up here. Distribution centre, sorry. So this was for 4.5 hours, 1:30 to 6, 58.50. I mean, it looks okay on the face of it. 58.50 sounds pretty good for 4.5 hours work, but again, you've got to take your fuel costs out of there. You've no idea where they're going to send you. You could be going all over the northeast of England, and depending on where you are located, I mean, I'm presuming most of the delivery centres kind of cover the same sort of range of area, whereas up here, this Newcastle, northeast England, you know, this depot from DNE2 and DNE1, which is another one we have. It covers a huge area. You can end up doing a lot of miles, and for 58.50, when you're paying 150 plus per litre of diesel, it's just a no-no. For me, anyway. It might be viable to you, but it certainly isn't to me. I will not do that. But I would rather go and do this. At least you're going to bring in a little bit of cash in your pocket. 58.50. But again, it's minimum wage really. And then we had a bunch of no offers. Then another offer for this evening from DNE2, 6:15 until 9:15. They'll be same days, so same day deliveries. So again, when you're doing same day deliveries in the evenings, it can be scattered all over the place, and you can end up doing a lot of miles. And at £13 an hour again here, 3 hours, 39 quid, £13 an hour. No thanks, Amazon. I'll just leave it. But again, I mean, I do understand that people do rely on this for their money, which I'm not having a go at those people, but I'm having a go at Amazon. Amazon paying £13 an hour is absolutely shocking. It's disgraceful, really. And then a whole bunch of no offer. So today I started looking like at 7-8 o'clock this morning, nothing at all. First thing came up 10:40, which is actually for Thursday, which I don't even think I'd realised at the time. I thought that was a block for a day, which is why I'd captured it. But again, for Thursday, 2 days in advance for 22.50. Nah. No thanks. What are your thoughts on the basic rate? Are you happy to work for the basic rate, or do you just go and do it because there's nothing else? Are you seeing many increased rates? I've not seen hardly any increased rates since Christmas just gone. And personally, it's just not worth it for me. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth bothering with, and I'll leave these to someone else. I mean, if someone really needs that 22.50, I'd much rather they went and done it. But I'm not trying to be boastful or anything here at all. I'm just not willing to waste an hour and a half of my time for essentially 15 quid in the bank by the time you take all your off-takings off. It's just not worth it. Not to mention, obviously, the hassle of having to go out to do the actual job, which generally I enjoy the driving around and delivering, but I'm not willing to do it at the basic rate. I wouldn't even mind if it was once in a while at the basic rate, but it's just there's nothing decent on offer, no decent pay on offer here, which is shocking. Which is again back to the reason why there hasn't been much new Amazon Flex content, because quite frankly, I've just not been doing it because of this very reason. Because I'd rather just have the Tuesday afternoon off then and do nothing, rather than get out there and work for 20 quid or whatever I'm going to pocket this. And it's not worth it for me. If I'm going out to do a 3-hour block, I would consider doing them from about 45 to 50 quid. Give or take. Not for 39. 39 is a joke. So anyway, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. How is it where you are? Is it better where you are? Is the northeast maybe just really quiet? Are you picking up much work at a higher rate? Or is it dead everywhere? Are you stuck working for the basic rates? Are you passing up much work? Or are you going to work for this kind of money? Are you happy to do that? Are you happy to let Mr. Bezos take advantage of you? Or do you not see it that way at all? Have I got it all wrong? Yeah, I'm happy to hear from any point of view really in the comments. But as always, thanks very much for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches and subscribes. We've now skyrocketed past the 500 subscribers mark, which is awesome. We're on 520 something, I think, which is great. Like I have said it before, I don't make money from these videos or nothing like that. It's just like a little bit of fun for me to have a little outlet to vent and to keep people hopefully slightly entertained, interested. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it anyway, and I'll probably keep doing it because it's something to do. I enjoy making the videos. I used to enjoy doing Amazon Flex, but not so much lately. Not so much at all. I haven't done a block now for quite a while, and if it keeps going like this, price-wise, I probably won't be doing any in the near future either. But whatever. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're picking up some decent work or doing whatever it is you want to be doing, and I will catch you later.